Greetings, internet drinking buddies. My name is Link, the show's name is Tubbin and Chuggin, and on this episode, I'll be imbibing Yuzuri. Welcome back to the tub, everybody. Now, I was at Bevmo making a purchase for a future episode of this channel, and I stumbled across this here beverage. Now, it's by far the highest dollar to drink ratio I've reviewed on this channel, but I figured if I made a review out of it, it'd be a tax write-off. Is that how that works? Well, either way, let's take a closer look. Yuzuri is a yuzu-based liqueur that debuted in the States here in November of 2017. It's made from locally grown, that is locally grown in Japan, Japanese rice, and infused with hand-picked yuzu fruit, as well as Australian sugar cane. For a liqueur, it's relatively high at 30% alcohol by volume, very close to like a blended whiskey or rum that might come in at around 35%. All of this does not come cheap, however, as at $45 a fifth, this lands right about $4 a drink, roughly 3 to 4x what I typically review. I personally have never heard of this beverage, but I have had my fair share of yuzu highballs, or shochus as they're called in Japan, which tend to be pretty sweet, somewhat similar to the seltzers I've reviewed on here before. I've also had my fair share of limoncellos, which are an Italian product. It's also fairly sweet, also kind of comes from that citrusy flavor, so that's what I would normally be expecting here, but at 30%, this is much higher than those would be, so I guess I'll just have to try it. Now, as is sort of the use for things like this, the website for Yuzuri does have some cocktails that you can make with this. I'll be giving it a try straight just to see how it goes. Picked out a nice Fujisan shot glass, given the Japanese nature of the drink. We do, of course, need a toast, which I think I'll keep simple. Kanpai. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Almost salty. This is a dangerous drink right here. This is very dangerous. Dangerous in the sense that it is delicious. Okay. I think I'm realizing why I don't review expensive drinks now. One of which is that its taste profile, if you will, is very complex. It's hard for me to nail down exactly what's happening. Two, it's incredibly delicious, which means that I want to drink a lot of it, which will get me very drunk very quickly, and it is very expensive for me to do that. So, I'm scared of this product, because as I mentioned, it is very much not cheap on the spectrum of cheap to not cheap, and it is very, very good. So let me see if I can walk you through the steps, okay? You've had a yuzu drink before. You know, I had the yuzu seltzer on here, and even that was sort of a mixed yuzu. Yuzu is just this very, very nice citrusy type fruit. And this product comes in and kind of says, hey, here's biting into a yuzu, or like a lemon, if you can picture that, where you get that sweetness, but that kind of tart, almost salt kind of flavor that comes after it. It just hits you with that. And I was thinking maybe, oh, I'm just sipping it. No, with like a big shot, I'd get this big aftertaste kind of thing. But no, that kind of just citrusy salt flavor just kind of persists throughout it. 30% alcohol by volume this is. Again, I am scared because if you just told me this was a 9% highball, you know, I would just sip that, probably finish it very quickly, and be lit. That is like the closest thing I can compare it to is a Long Island iced tea, which is an absurdly high percentage drink that doesn't really taste like it is, but that one is just like overtly sugar. This is much more subdued in the fact that, yes, it is a fruit sense hitting you, but it's like an organic fruit sense hitting you. You know, it's not like an over-sweetened kind of thing hitting you. It just feels like you're biting into a yuzu and sipping the juice that comes out of it. But the juice that comes out of it is 30% alcohol. This is going to get a recommendation from me, but again, on the dangerous side. Very high percentage, very expensive, very good. All of those combined are good things with caveats to keep yourself in control. As I say here, please drink responsibly. You know, you got to keep this one in check. But I think I understand why it costs as much as it does now, and it's worth it, at least to me. This is the kind of thing that at a bar is probably gonna be very expensive, like $20 a glass expensive. I would still try it. I think it's that good. If you like citrus, if you like fruit, if you like kind of those nice subdued fruit flavors in your alcohol, and you still like getting drunk from it, this is about as good as I can make it. And I'm probably not even beginning to do its justice with my description of it, but all I can tell you is that it's very, very good, and it's very good in a way that makes you think it's very good, as opposed to like trying to cover up that it's not good. So, if that makes any sense to you, pick it up. As always, let me know if there's other things you want me to stumble through reviewing in here, and please, drink responsibly.